Good morning, class. This is your teacher, Miss Judy N.C. Patakil. How are you today? Welcome to PE and Health subject, second semester, week 1. Learning competency. Describe the role of physical activity assessment in managing one's stress. The lesson that we are going to discuss this morning is about categories of sports and its nature, managing stress through sports. Introduction. Sports. Sports are activities that require physical actions and skills performed under a set rule. Sports includes all forms of competitive activity or games which through casual or organized participation, at least in part aim to use, maintain or improve physical ability and skills while providing enjoyment to participants and in some cases entertainment for spectators. A sport also includes different physical activity or skills with a recreational purpose for competition, for self-enjoyment, to attain excellence, for the development of skill, or some combination of these. The difference of purpose is what characterizes sport, combined with the notion of individual or team, skill or prowess. So there are three categories of sports. We have the individual, dual sports, team sports, and combative sports. Participants compete alone in individual sports. Hence, the category individual or dual sports, on the other hand, are sports played by two individuals competing against another pair. While there are only a handful of sports that are really dual in category, many individual sports are classified in the dual category too. One example is tennis. Athletes generally compete in singles play, however, there are also double play categories. This is the format used among other racket sports such as badminton and racquetball in both minor and major tournaments. Individual or dual sports provide benefits that team sports do not. Aside from providing development terms of motor skills, agility, hand-eye coordination, and endurance, individual or dual sports combine physical fitness and mental development. Unlike with team sports, a player's success or failure in individual sports is totally dependent on his own ability. Individual sport athletes are completely responsible for every play and cannot rely on the help of other teammates. This builds coping skills and resilience while developing self-esteem and confidence. Now let's proceed to team sports. The most popular example of team sport is basketball. Other examples are baseball, football, volleyball, and softball. Relays and swimming or track and field are team efforts. The dynamic of team sports is even more different than individual or dual sports because of the cooperation and specialization of roles on teams. Being part of a team can be one of the most rewarding things a person can do. The camaraderie, the character building, and of course the teamwork are just some of the positives to being a part of a team. In team sports, teams have to work together to win the game. There's no single person who can carry the rest of the team themselves. And there's nothing like watching a team come together for a big victory. Next, we have the combative sports. A combat sport or fighting sport is a competitive contact sport that usually involves one-on-one combat. In many combat sports, a contestant wins by scoring more points than the opponent or by disabling the opponent. Some of the most common examples of combative sports are arnis, boxing, and taekwondo. Combat sports can be a great way to improve your focus, confidence, and health. So there are things that you need to consider. So consider these 8 reasons for learning a combat sport. First, we have the improved focus. Any sport requires focus, but activities like ballet or martial arts require even. Since balancing, concentration, and memorization of techniques comes into play, a study of combat sports can be a great way for you or your child to improve your focus. Next, we have the conflict resolution skills. So in combat sports, while you are exploring combat techniques, you are also teaching yourself inner peace and respect. So training in a martial art can give you the necessary confidence to properly negotiate a dispute. Physical activity. Combat sports gets you on your feet and keep your body moving. Improved muscle tone and a weekly cardio workout are only some of the physical advantages of combat sports. Self-defense skills. When it comes to dangerous situations, having some self-defense moves up your sleeve while helps inspire confidence. Plus, for kids, knowing some self-defense skills will help keep them feeling protected and confident. Respect. A key part of combat sport is the respect extended to the teacher, fellow students, and oneself. A martial arts class will help foster respect in your child. And if you, as an adult, are looking at the class, it might be a refreshing reminder of the importance of courtesy. Next, we have the improved social skills. Combat sport could improve the social skills of an individual. Our environment can be intimidating, and rather than instilling a sense of belonging, most of the time our environment makes us feel like we are not belong. Learning a combat sports gives us a sense of belonging and teamwork, and that positive social experience can help improve our social skills. Perseverance. A combat sport takes a lot of hard work in order to move up, one belt at a time. you or your child will have to engage again and again in practice. Since the system rewards hard work and dedication, perseverance gets positive reinforcement. Next, we have the confidence. Combat sports help instill confidence. Training in a combat sport will help us feel a sense of power, skill, and accomplishment that you didn't have before. That sense of confidence will extend to other areas of your life, including work, school, and relationships. Now let's proceed to managing stress through sports. So what is stress? Stress is a biological and psychological response experienced on encountering a threat which we feel don't have the resources to cope with. A stressor is a stimulus that causes stress. Example, exam, death of loved one, defeats, losses, and others. Sudden and severe stress manifests through bodily signals such as increase in heart rate, difficulty in breathing, loss of appetite, excessive sweating, shaking, and sometimes even disorientation and weakness. Our body judges the situation and decides whether or not it's stressful. Therefore, stressors and stress levels vary from person to person. So how sports can help you manage your stress? Stress can be managed in a lot of ways. By having a positive outlook in life and by seeking the help of the people around you, overcoming stress will be a little bit easier for you. Engaging into sports can also be a good way to overcome stress. So here's how. First, we have the sports can improve your mood. Getting involved in a physical activity, whether playing sports, working out in a gym, or taking a brisk walk, physical activity triggers brain chemicals that make you feel happier and more relaxed. Team sports in particular provide a chance to unwind and engage in a satisfying challenge that improves your fitness. They also provide social benefits by allowing you to connect with teammates and friends in a recreational setting. Sports can improve your concentration. Regular physical activity helps keep your key mental skills sharp as you age. This includes critical thinking, learning, and using good judgment. Participating in this kind of activity 3 to 5 times a week for at least 30 minutes can improve these mental health benefits. Next, we have the sports reduce stress and depression. When you are physically active, your mind is distracted from daily stressors. This can help you avoid getting bogged down by negative thoughts. Exercise reduces the levels of stress hormones in your body. At the same time, it stimulates production of endorphins. These are natural mood filters that can keep stress and depression at bay. Endorphins may even leave you feeling more relaxed and optimistic after a hard workout. Sports improve sleep habit. Sports and other forms of physical activity can improve the quality of sleep. They do this by helping you fall asleep faster, deepening your sleep. Sleeping better can improve your mental outlook the next day, as well as improve your mood. Just be careful not to engage in sports late in the day. Evening practices within a few hours of bedtime may leave you to energize to sleep. So, that's all for our lesson this morning. I hope you enjoy and you learn a lot. Thank you for listening. For your activity and for your quiz, just follow the GAITF link on your screen. Goodbye and have a nice day.